Hey, Tony Gaskins here. I'm in here in the office, burning the midnight oil, getting ready to teach a class tonight for the life coaches. I have a life coaches mastermind, just a little group for coaches who want to support each other and want to take their business to the next level. So I had to come up here to the office. So every now and then, right now, twice a month, I have to come in here and do a nighttime session, and because I moved my office out of the home into an actual office space, and just up here getting it in. And I was thinking, just being an entrepreneur, and it's that entrepreneurial grind and the level of work that it takes, what you got to do and the work you got to put in. And here's the thing. It's so many people, a lot of people all the time talk about delegation, but it also depends on what you call to do. So, for example, with what I do, I can't delegate a lot to people that are outside of, a close organization. And the reason being is because I have a lot of people write in, and people write in, it's their email, it's their personal story, it's their business. So if I have somebody in them emails and somebody write in and they talking about a STD they got or something that happened in their relationship, they writing in and they may assume that a staff who does not know them may read the letter, but they also don't know if I got a staff who does know them and they just don't know it. And then also with humans, it's hard to trust humans. And it's companies, so many companies, and think about it, any company you've ever worked for, pretty much 99% of people have stolen from the company. And what I mean by stolen from the company, like stolen time or stolen goods. And so we could be on the clock and not working, but being paid. I remember when I was working in the warehouse, one of the other workers, he took and showed me where I could go where there's no cameras and get me a snack. And so it was these little granola bars type things. And I was able to go duck in there like I'm going to, pick it up to put it on my pallet. And I get in there, climb up under there, you know, open it up, boom. I'm tearing them granola bars up. And here's the thing. We end up stealing all these granola bars, and we don't even like granola bars. We just steal them because we done found this little spot where we can get these granola bars. And at the warehouse, they gave us a full buffet style lunch, like dinner. Like we worked at night, so had a full like pasta, garlic bread, like the works that we had. And even on top of that, we going and we doing that. So it's like it's hard to trust. And when you have been called to do something that you work with sensitive information, delicate situations, and even just being an entrepreneur and having, I got, certain accounts set up to an email address, and through that email address, it might be money transactions going. If I got an assistant in that email, they're like, oh man, okay, just move that amount of money, just move that amount of money, okay. And one day try to figure out how to get the password to get in there. And so you just never know, with that type of stuff. And it's not as easy as some people try to make it out to be. And a lot of times people, delegate because we want to feel like a boss. We want to feel like a boss, and we want to be able to cut checks. We want to have a staff and make you feel bigger than you are. And for me, I don't mind delegating, but I also like all my money. I like all my money because I got a wife and kids. It's different. A lot of people who delegate, they single. A lot of people don't have kids. A lot of people don't not married. So you can give away tens of thousands of dollars a month for these menial tasks or for this other work that you really honestly could figure out how to do yourself. But you could give that money away because you ain't got kids to put up no college fund for. Whereas 3, 4 months or a year, that money that you giving somebody to record you, you can take and put that up and have college tuition saved up. And it's not like you're gonna make no whole lot of money. It take time. And so like I have guys who make less money than me, but they paying all their money to somebody else. So I take a different approach. Like I'm gonna pay somebody, but it got to make sense. Now see you see here, see this here light? I got this light. I could set this light up, shining on me. I'm getting my office situated still. But see these here? This a tripod. So all I got to do is come get this here tripod. I'm about to get me a background for my wall. Get this tripod. Got me another one back there. If I want to use a second camera, I could take and sit that one. If I wanted to, I could sit it over here on this side and have me two angles. And then I could take and I'm gonna put me a logo back there. And I take and on that tripod, set up this here. Now I got the hoodies coming out soon now. Y'all, I'm gonna have my son working on the Shopify consistency hoodies. Y'all stay tuned. But I could take this here iPod. Y'all gotta forgive me, I gotta get the wire cut. I mean this iPad right here. Boom. Take that, set it up on that tripod over there, record my video, then get it off, take the video, trim off the front part, trim off the front, trim off the back. Now I just got the raw footage. Then from there, I take that video off the iPad, I airdrop it. So I take and airdrop it to right here, this here computer. I take and airdrop that. Then I got this other, hold on, can't show you what I'm doing right now on this other computer. Got this other computer right there. So I got two working stations right there in front of me. I airdrop it, boom, take 5 seconds, airdrop it, take the video, log into the AI website, go to the AI website, upload the video, the AI site, take the video, chop it up into several little TikToks, Reels, LinkedIn, all of that different posts. Boom. What I just did is people through AI instantly, it's people writing me every day to be paid to create them shorts. So it's like, if I could take and do that, that's all in a day's work because you got 24 hours in a day. So even if it take me an hour to shoot the video, okay, I still got 23 more hours. Even if I sleep 8 hours, which I don't, even if I slept, I still got 15 more hours. Even if I'm with my family for 8 hours, I still got 7 more hours. So it's a lot that I could do and have a full day's work and still have energy, but getting to actually feel like, oh, okay, I did something in my brand. And so this the other side of it. And what I like to share my story, because some people, you can't have no staff. And you see this right here? These the consistency hoodies. I'm gonna be boom. I'm gonna make the Shopify site. The Shopify site already made. It's already created. So let me take a wipe that camera off. Come over here. Boom. Computer. right here, hook up the label panel, pull up the site, bam. I could take and pull up the site. They left the computer on. And I got a couple of, I got a little help, but it's like, okay, they can't do everything. You feel me? They can't do every little thing. So I got to know how to do everything myself. So that anybody that I have anybody I have working in here, they have to know that I could do their job too. They got to know that I could do their job. Got my printer right there. Got me a shredder. This right here gonna be my little stuff, all my merchandise right there. Got me some more bins for some more merchandise could go in there. Consistency transforms average into excellence. They done took and copied off my shirt. Company took and made that right there. They selling those. And this one I try to tell you. You could make 1,000,000 excuses or make $1 million right there. Now, for all my students on Tony Gaslin Academy, working on the podcast room, got a podcast room. You see, you come in here with your friends, co-hosts, sit in here, boom, do your podcast. We're about to put these panels up on the wall. Put them panels up on the wall. And the thing about it is, it take time. Like this is a grind. And the level that you call the grind at, one of my clients coming in tomorrow, and we're gonna sit up here and we're gonna have us a meeting right here at the hill table. And I ain't got my furniture in yet. Ain't came in yet, but I had ordered some extra furniture. So I got my little couch in here, sit in here, have a meeting. But guess what? I'm gonna have a little co-working. Still got some wires, that's my cable. Have a little co-working. Boom. You come in here, sit right there, sit right there, sit right there. We'll have different furniture. Sit over here. When you got the co-working membership, now you could come holler at me. You could sit in here. Got to get a smaller desk in there. Sit in my office you need to. You want to sit back here at the podcast, you can sit back there. You can bring your chair, sit back here. Got these little desks right here. These little desks. Boom, 4 of them. Put that out there. If you sitting out there in the front room, put them little desks right at your lap. Have your laptop right there, pen and pad, doing what you got to do. Voila. This actually Tatum's, but I brought it up here because it was in a box. I didn't know it was his. And so now it's up here. I really don't need it. Got me get my door put up over my AC right there. But listen, I'm up here working. Got to teach at 8:30. I just sent out the call information at 8. You know why? Because like the delegation experts say, I didn't have no assistant send it out for me, so I did it. But you know what? This keep me young, keep me alive, keep me engaged. My finger on the pulse. I'm building something. I'm building something that I could be proud of. Because when you delegate your destiny, people don't care about your destiny. People don't care about you. So you got to do you. You got to do everything you can do. You got to do everything you call to do. You can't get caught up just being focused on trying to look like a boss and feel like a boss. You got to do you. And you can't worry about who like it and don't like it. And that's what I need people to understand, because like tonight, I'm gonna be in the support email. I'm gonna be answering y'all emails. And it's gonna be late. Sometimes when you see it late, that's me up there burning the midnight oil because of the day throughout the day I've been working, doing other things. But then it's like I still got to do the work. Even if I delegate it, they still gonna say, well, hey, Tony, how do I handle this email? I'm still answering every single email, because they don't know what shot to call, because it ain't their business. So they don't know if I'm gonna gift this course, if I'm gonna refund this person, if I'm, got to switch this person from this thing to that thing, got to approve this, approve that. So it's still like I'm still doing every email. And then the one time that they say, okay, I'm gonna take agency so I don't have to bother them, then they'll take agency and they may do the opposite of what I want it done. And then it's like, oh man, I feel bad. I ain't know. But that's how it is because nobody think like you. So we're not actually intended to build bigger than ourselves. You could build bigger than yourself, or you could build a business that's bigger than you, but that is not God's intention for mankind. Like we made that our lust. We made that our goal. What God made us for is to fulfill our purpose. Your purpose is what your hands can do, what your service, you serving, you helping, you talking. That's your purpose. And we set up in a world today to where you could do all of that. Like I'm shooting this video. I could be bougie and feel like a boss and have me a videographer in here right now. But now when I post this video, the first $400 that the video make got to go to somebody else who I didn't actually need because I could just turn on the camera with my own mic on. And now the first $400 go to my kids, my wife, because I didn't actually need all of that. But I could want to look like a boss and want to feel like a boss. So I got to have a videographer. And that's what I try to help people understand is like, when you're not in that position and that ain't how you wired, that ain't your personality. It's like the way I'm talking right now. If I had a videographer, I might not be able to be this coy, this free flowing because of my personality type. I'm an introvert. Now, if I was an extrovert and I just don't have a shy bone in my body, then okay, yeah, it don't matter. But then guess what? That videographer is a human. So if the videographer is a human, that means the videographer is also going to feel offended by some of the stuff I say. The videographer is going to get upset by some of the stuff I say. The videographer could end up in tears. The videographer could end up sweating, panting, stressing, frustrated, offended, because I'm bringing forth the word of God, the word that God has given me to share, and it's stepping on their toes. So now when they squirming and they wiggling or they breathe hard or they don't even recognize their energy and what their energy is saying and doing, then now here I am. They done messed up my flow. They done messed up the spiritual flow and throwed me off because they demons in the room. I don't know if that videographer is cheating on his wife. I don't know if that videographer beating on his wife. I don't know if that videographer is stealing from his other client, embezzling funds from his church, doing illegal activity. I don't know what he got going on. So anybody I bring around me, I'm taking a chance. I'm taking a chance of losing it all. I talked to one of my clients today and she was like, she got to sue one of her employees because the employee then stole from her a few times, 2 times. So I'm like, see, I'm not wired like that. I'm not there yet. You steal from me, somebody might find you in a ditch. So I got to know my limitations. And I got to know like, okay, I'm not the suing type. I'm gonna lay you down tight if you stealing from me. And I might not actually do it, but it's definitely gonna run across my mind and I'm gonna have to really be in intercessory prayer not to do it. So I got to know my limitations. So you got to know your limitations. If God ain't got you past that point to where you might put somebody through a torture chamber if you catch them stealing, then it ain't ready. You ain't ready to delegate. You ain't ready to bring nobody into your business. Now, when you get to that point where you say, well, if I get stole from, I'm gonna just chalk it up. I'm gonna take the L. I'm gonna file an insurance claim, liability insurance, or if that covers it, I'm gonna take them to court and sue them. Like, if you there, okay, you ready for delegation. If you got the money, you ready for delegation. If you got your children college tuition put up, you got your 401k filled, you got your retirement set, you ready for delegation. And or if you absolutely need somebody for your business to scale, for you to be able to go to the next level, you ready for delegation. If that's not the case, then don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Keep grinding. I'm still working. I got help, like little freelance help and stuff like that, little independent contractors, stuff like that. But I don't have a full-time salary staff. I don't got nobody on no full-time salary. The most I pay a person in a week is like $450, and that won't be every week, 9 out of 10 times. 450, $500. Now, one day that's gonna change, and I'm gonna have me one person, but it's gonna be hard to find that one person because that one person, you got to be, you have to feel like it's your purpose to serve. Like that one person got to feel like it's their purpose to serve a movement, and they got to be able to be tireless. They got to be able to rip and run and to serve and to be tired, to be stressed, to be weak. They got to be willing to be in that place because they serving with me. You don't think Timothy was tired with Paul, if that's who was with him? Or what the man who went with Moses, or the 12 that went with Jesus? Like when you serving and you supporting something that's bigger than you, you got to be willing to be tired. You got to be willing to be drained. If you're not in that place, then your spirit ain't called to that work. And so it's going to be hard for me to find that person. And especially it's hard because if it's a man, men are typically more greedy. So a man is more likely to want to be me. A man is more likely to see an opportunity and want to make money off of me, want to collaborate, want me to build his brand, want me to put him on. And then a woman has to be in a place to where she never sees me as her husband. She never sees me as a man that she could potentially be with. And if she can't be with me, still be able to serve with a glad heart without an ulterior motive. And so it's hard to find people to work with you when you in a certain arena, when you have a certain calling. And that's what I need people to understand. So if you are called, you cannot delegate your destiny. If you are called, it's certain things you can't delegate. It's certain things that you have to bear the burden of that calling. Point blank, period. Hard. Hey, this Tony Gaskin. God bless you. About to go and get this here class, get ready to do this here class, and then after this class, I'll probably be still in here, try to get some emails done. I got to get in here early in the morning. Got a client coming in tomorrow to meet in person and meet her and her mom, and she's in my year of business coaching program, and we getting ready to launch a product for her, and that's her bottles back there in that back room. And so that's part of that program to where I help people launch their business. And you know what? Shout out to my client and student and longtime supporter, Nicosia Albert. It's a free shout out. She ain't paid for it. It's a free shout out. Nicosia took almost every class. I think she took every class probably on Tony Gaston Academy. Everything I do, she get in it. She's a single mom of 3 daughters. No co-parenting. She all by herself. Her daughters are busy. They ripping and running. All kind of stuff they in. Soccer, dance, everything they can get their hands into. And Nicosia took all the information she's gained and she went and got a proprietary blend of like fat burner. She made a all natural, non-GMO. I don't even know what GMO stand for. Made a non-GMO, fat burning, all natural fat burner pill. And it's selling like hotcakes. All 5-star reviews. Do not go over there and try to hate. And her company is Meta. And listen, people be writing in, Tony, what was the name you said on the video? Do you know you can rewind the video? Come on now, y'all. Metavance. It's Metavance. METAVANCEE. Got 2 E's. MetavanceE.com. METAVANCE.com. Go on there, and if you need some of this here, it's advanced weight loss complex, advanced weight management complex, and it's reviewed by Dr. Muhammad Ahmed. He reviewed it to certify that it's non-GMO and all natural ingredients.